Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you yet again with another Vintage Matchbox Monday episode. As usual, we're going to take a look at 5 castings and we'll get right into it here. This is the Hondarora number 18. This is the, I believe this is the version that was available in 1983. I could be wrong, as I explained in every one of these videos. I am not a Matchbox expert. But I did a little bit of research on these before presenting them to you, but I still don't have all the information. So definitely check out bamca.org, bamca.org, Bay Area Matchbox Collectors Association, I believe is what it stands for. But this is our first little casting we're going to go ahead and take a look at. So here is the motorcycle, and it comes with a dude that would hook onto these handlebars, which I'm not going to actually hook them all the way on. I just don't want to break the handlebars, and these are basically not mine. I'm in charge of selling them, but by the time you see these videos, they probably will already have been sold. So sorry about that, but no inquiries, please. All right, so here is the Hondarora. This casting is in 1/35 scale. It is a Lesney, England. This particular casting was available from 1974 to 1984, and I believe this color with the rider guy, the rider dude, was the version that was available in 1983. Although, like I said before, I could be wrong about that. But there is our first little casting we're going to take a look at here, and a pretty cool one at that. Don't normally dig motorcycles, but as far as the realism goes on this, I think they did a pretty good job. So it does have kind of a kickstand here. It does actually sit up on its own. Definitely a cool little vintage Honda motorcycle. And maybe I will put him on here. I'm going to put him on there. There he is. Coming with a rider. So that is just a neat little feature, and pretty cool. Interesting, definitely interesting little casting. So there's that. We'll put him back in the box with his bike. And next one we're going to take a look at is number 20, the 4x4 Desert Dawg. This particular version, I believe, was the 1982 version, and again, I could be wrong. But here it is, the Desert Dawg. I think this casting was used a bunch of different times, including it was a U.S. mail truck at one time, which I looked at before. This is in 1/59 scale. It is a Lesney, England Matchbox. I believe this tooling actually was used for a bunch of different titles and names of castings. So it's kind of confusing to find out which one it is. And I believe it was called the Desert Dawg or whatever as a number 20 from 1982 all the way up through 1996. So here is that guy. So neat little Jeep casting. Again, it was also used as a U.S. mail truck. I think it's also been titled a bunch of different things. They reused the tooling and titled it a bunch of different stuff, but this is the Desert Dawg 4x4. So nice little Jeep. You Jeep fans out there, pretty cool. So go ahead and put that one back in the box. And then this next one's pretty cool. This is a number 20. This is the first Roll-O-Matic we're showing on these videos. Roll-O-Matics were an idea for Matchbox, which almost got a little bit of a resurgence recently with Hot Wheels. As I'll show you in just a minute. Well, I don't have a Hot Wheels to show you, but I'll show you what the concept is. So this is the Range Rover Police Patrol. So it is a Range Rover casting. This particular one, I believe, was available with the same tempo scheme from 1975 through to 79. It is in 1/62 scale. The actual casting itself, I believe, was used all the way up into 1985. Here's a quick look at the base. And as you see, this little pin on the wheel here, which most often when you find these in used condition is broken off. I believe that's the only wheel that actually has the pin. Yep, one wheel has the pin. And as it rolls, see if you can see that, but the it's probably going to be hard to see it on camera, so maybe I'll try to just roll it here. The little light bubble thing inside turns with the rolling of the wheels. So there's your Roll-O-Matic. So yeah, if you've seen the Shark Bite from Hot Wheels, they kind of use that same concept with something on the wheel. This peg, though, I mean, they really made it fragile. So a lot of the pegs on the bottom of these little cars didn't last long, but obviously this one did not get played with very much at all and is in very, very good condition. So there is that, and that is a pretty neat little concept by Matchbox. Matchbox did a lot of neat little innovative things with their vehicles. So here is an old one, and I think so far the oldest one I've shown. This is also number 20. This is a taxi cab. It's actually a Chevy Impala casting. This particular version was available from 1965 to 1968. And this is in very good condition. The box is in very good condition. It's got a little tow hitch on the back. It's a nice Impala casting. I believe that Auto World actually is coming out with this year of Impala. So this was from 1965 to 1968. It's 1/72 scale. It is a very vintage Lesney. It does say Chevy Impala Taxi on the bottom. Made in England by Lesney. It does have a suspension. It's got those very old school wheels from Matchbox. They're kind of like a hard plastic, almost rubber, but pretty much plastic. This one's got red interior. It has a person in there in the interior, which is kind of cool. There's a driver in the car. And it's got that taxi. This is a sticker. This is not a tampo. It's not printed on. It is actually a sticker. And this is a really cool little vintage piece. So that is pretty neat. So this one's actually from the 60s. That is pretty cool. And in very good condition for its age, obviously. All right, there's that. And then we got a bonus. Normally we only do 5 cars, but we're going to do 6 because I got 2 variations of the same one. This is your Renault 5TL, number 21. Matchbox, we got 2 different variations. This one in yellow. And we got this one in silver. And I'm pretty sure, I think I don't even want to say it. One of these came first, and one of them's from 79, and one of them's from 81. If you want to find out, you're just going to have to look it up for yourself, because I actually didn't write it down in my little notes here, and so I can't tell you. The casting itself was used from 79 to 87, at least as a Renault 5TL, and as a number 21, Le Car. There's a look at the base of this one. This does have an opening back hatch, which is plastic. It's got a little tow hitch on the back. Other than that, all metal construction. Same with this one. It's got orange windows, plastic back, gray plastic back, red tow hitch. Same sort of tampo scheme. This one doesn't really have suspension per se, but the wheels kind of rock back and forth on both of these, so that's kind of interesting. But nonetheless, a neat little car, neat little European car, and a pretty cool one to take a look at. So there's those 2, and that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Again, thank you for watching another episode of Matchbox Monday, and please tune in to more. Again, if you have any information to provide on any of these cars, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. It's definitely appreciated. I'll pin it if it's some good info. And please hit that like button, subscribe, watch more episodes. These will be in a playlist, of course, so you'll be able to watch them all if you'd like, if you're into Matchbox. And appreciate you watching. Have a good week.